Welcome in, everybody, to Puckett Fieldhouse in Fayette, Missouri, where the Central Methodist University Eagles will be taking on the Culver-Stockton College Wildcats for some women's volleyball. The Central Methodist Eagles 10-4 on the season, 2-2 in conference play heading into this game. Meanwhile, the Culver-Stockton Wildcats 6-9 on the season, 2-5 in conference play. Both teams not really the best in this environment particularly. The Eagles are 1-1 right now at home after a split series. Their last time in Fayette, where they dropped one to Grandview and won one against William Penn. On the other hand, Culver-Stockton is 2-7 on the road this year. Just snapped a 3-game losing streak on the road with a win against Clark for their second conference win of the season. Both of these teams looking to build a little bit more momentum as we get deeper into the season. Neither team has really lit it on fire. The Wildcats just in 12th in the conference. Meanwhile, the Eagles in 7th in the conference right now. Neither team quite out of it yet necessarily. Culver-Stockton trending towards that downward zone of bottom of the pack. Meanwhile, Central Methodist trying to keep up with the top group. Grandview, Missouri Baptist, and Mount Mercy right now leading the conference overall. Just moments away, Lauren Bloom, the senior out of Rochester, Illinois, about ready to get this one underway, as that's going to be received by the Eagles. Bostic Jones back set to her hitter, received by the Wildcats, blocked at the net, and that one is going to go out of bounds. So it'll be a point for the Wildcats to start this one off. Bloom back to serve once again. That one gets over, received by Otto Uzu. Bostic Jones, the back set, and right there is Haley Dreyer for her first kill of the evening. And the Eagles tie this one at 1. It's Dreyer's 77th kill on the season. It's back to serve now for the Eagles is Isabella Coelho, excuse me. She sends this one over, received by the Wildcats. Bloom, the set, and that one tipped and out of bounds on the Eagles side. So it'll be 2-1. No touch. So it'll be 2-1 Eagles. Coelho goes back to serve once again. Wildcats receive. Bloom. Eagles. Bostic Jones. And Gonzato. That one cross court and in. 3-1 Eagles early. Scoring run for the Eagles. Coelho once again the serve. A little bit of trouble there for the Wildcats. Bloom, and stuffed at the net there. Oh, but a perfect tip over there. I believe that is going to be Zoe Irvin back to serve. That one, Bostic Jones over to Gonzato, stuffed at the net. Otto Uzu there though. Bostic Jones one more time to Gonzato, and she's going to get another cross-court kill there. That one lands in as well. 4-2 Eagles now. Back to serve now is Jasmine Sarun, the junior out of Tampa, Florida. Sends this one over. Received by the Wildcats. Bloom, the set, tipped over. No one there for the Eagles. Diving effort there from Sydney Bolenbach, but just not enough. Gracie George back to serve for the Wildcats. 3-4, her team trails. Bolenbach there. Trouble on that one for the Eagles, though, and it's 4-4 now. After Leticia Berea had some trouble getting it to her teammates. Tied here early in set one. George sends this one over, and that one a little bit too far to the right, and it's going to go out of bounds. 5-4 now. Eagles lead it. Luciana Arauzu. Sends it over. Wildcats free ball it over. Bolenbach. Quick set there, and that one is going to be a kill for Summer Hake. Off the assist from Jasmine Sarun. 6-4, Eagles lead. Served over, Bloom to Hopgood, straight down, and Bolenbach can't get that. Faith Hopgood, the junior out of Gallatin, Tennessee. It's 6-5 now. Eagles still up. As Hopgood's first kill of the evening, her 44th on the season. Back to serve. Bolenbach receives. And some trouble there from the Eagles. Free ball that one. Hopgood straight down. Eagles there. Bolenbach to Milieu, and she gets the kill on that one. 7-5, Eagles lead it. In to serve is Victoria Martins. Serves it over. Wildcats receive. Quick back set, and Hopgood once again right there. 7-6, Eagles will lead. As we go further into set one. This one sent over, received. Eagles get quick attack in, but nothing doing there. Wildcats send that down the line. Going to be out of bounds. A little bit too far down the line. 8-6. Eagles lead. Wildcats have been able to keep this first set close. Unable to get any distance, though, as that one's going to go too long. That's the first service error for the Eagles from Bostic Jones. 8-7, Eagles still lead, though. J.C. Baez sends that one over. Farish receives. Bostic Jones. Stuffed at the net is Milieu. Farish, bump. Gonzalo. Baez receives. The set from the Wildcats. Eagles keep it alive. Bostic Jones. Milieu into the net. 8-8 all. J.C. Baez, the freshman out of Catano, Puerto Rico. Sends it over. Joining Milieu there, though. Mariah Bostic Jones. A little bit too close to the net. And it's going to be 4 hits on the Eagles, so the first lead of the evening. Or excuse me, the first lead since it was 1-0 for the Wildcats. 3-0 run now. Baez sends it over. Received by the Eagles. Bostic Jones, the back set. Milieu sends that with power, but Baez right there. Wildcats tip it over, and no one's there for defense. 10-8 now. It's a 4-0 scoring run for the Wildcats. Eagles receive. Bostic Jones, a quick set to Haley Dreyer, and she's going to get the kill right down the line, just barely in, and the Eagles back within one. Joanna Milieu fires that one, received by the Wildcats. Quick set there, and that one unable to hit the arms of Sydney Bullenbach. She seemed frustrated with herself there. It's 11-9 now. Wildcats lead. Lauren Bloom back to serve once again. Received by Victoria Martins. Bostic Jones, the back set to Haley Dreyer for her second kill of the evening. Eagles back within one. Isabella Coelho will check in now. The freshman setter from Brazil. Floats this one over. Trouble for the Wildcats. Free balled that one over. Arauzu there. Bostic Jones to Gonzato and has a little bit of trouble with her footing. And instantly, Milieu will go to wipe up that spot. (12-10) now, Wildcats leading. This one served over. Martins right there. Bostic Jones, the quick set to Arauzu down the line. Just a little bit too far to the left and out of bounds. 13-10. Wildcats up by 3. Once again, the Wildcats will serve. That one goes over. Arauzu there. Bostic Jones, a quick set to Haig. Unable to get the kill. Bloom tipped over by the Wildcats, and Bostic Jones couldn't extend far enough. 14-10. Wildcats starting to pull away. Line drive serve. Arauzu there. Bostic Jones to set right back and right into the face of Lauren Bloom. 11-14. Eagles pull to within 3. Jasmine Sarun now to serve. Floats this one over. Trouble with that one. Lauren Bloom gets it high and straight into the net. It'll be 12-14 now. I believe that was Lexi Capes there. Eagles looking to claw back now. That one floated a little bit too far out. 15-12 now, Wildcats leading. Back to serve will be Gracie George. Sends this one over. Joanna Milieu there. The back set. Floated over, and a diving effort from Gracie George. Lauren Bloom appeared to have gone into the net when she was trying to make a play to keep the ball alive. 13-15 now. Eagles trailing by 2. Now back to serve will be Luciana Arauzu. A little bit of trouble with the subs there. J.C. Baez will come back in for the Wildcats. Arauzu straight into the net and scrapes over. Lands right in front of Capes, and it's 14-15 now. Eagles pull to within one. Can they tie it here? Line drive over, Capes there. Bloom, back set to Irvin. Not going to do it this time around. And a quick tip over, but the Wildcats were ready. Bloom, back to Irvin. Blocked at the net. Martins there. The set. Milieu into the net. And the Wildcats stay in front. Lael Temple at the service line for the Wildcats. Up by 2. Milieu receives. Sarun back to Milieu. The tip over right there, though, are the Wildcats. Baez bumps. And that one just a bit too far across court on the hit from Emma Deline. It's going to go out of bounds. 15-16. Eagles still trailing. Victoria Martins back to serve. Line drives this one over to the other libero, Baez. And straight into a pair of blockers for the Eagles. Haley Dreyer and Leticia Barea combined for that one to tie this set up. Martins sends this one over. Wildcats receive. Bumps that over. Deline not able to get the kill that time. Martins to Milieu. Right to Baez. Another set to Deline. Not able to get that one. Farish is there. And cross court for Milieu. She gets the kill this time. And the Eagles are back in front by 1. Martins now on a 3-0 scoring run along with the Eagles. Trouble that time for Capes. Baez there, free balled over. Farish. And a quick kill there from Haley Dreyer. Off the set from Ramsey Sprinks. 18-16 now, Eagles lead it. Trying to steal this set from the Wildcats. Martins floats it over a little bit too long, and her run comes to an end on the service error, but the Eagles are back in front now by 1. So we get into the late stages of this first set. Back to serve is Valeria Balderos. Sends it over. And the Eagles get the kill there. Leticia Barea. Off the hands of Balderas. Mariah Bostic-Jones back to serve. Floats it over. Trouble for the Wildcats there. Freed over from Baez. Farish to Bostic-Jones. The back set to Gonzalo. Eagles 5 points away from taking the first set. Once again, Bostic-Jones fires this one over. Baez there. Set. Stuffed at the net. One more time, tipped over. Milieu, though, prepared. Hopgood, unable to win the battle at the net because Haley Dreyer was right there for it. 21-17 Eagles. And that one just again a little bit too long. Right off the end line. So it's 21-18 now. J.C. Baez back to serve. Received by the Eagles. Bostic Jones, the set to Gonzalo. Sends an absolute laser. And the Eagles are 3 points away from taking set one. And they have exactly who they want at the line, Joanna Milieu. Fires that one over. Received by the Wildcats. A little bit of trouble, so it's going to be free balled over by Baez. Martins there. Bostic Jones, the quick set to Dreyer. Kept alive by the Wildcats. And finally, no one there. Eagles get the point. 23-18 off the kill from Dreyer. Two points away now. Milieu once again back to serve. Fires that one in there, and that one goes flying out of bounds off the hands of Valeria Balderas. One more time. 6 set points for the Eagles to work with. Hoping it doesn't get to that point, though. Another laser. Baez receives the set. And that one's going to land out. Landed in, excuse me. And the Wildcats kept the point alive. Lauren Bloom now back in to the game. Sends this one over. Received by Arauzu. Bostic Jones, the back set to Gonzalo. And the Eagles win set one, 25-19. You're listening to the Hart Conference Network.
To the 45, cuts across midfield, up the right sideline, stumbles, breaks the tackle, he's to the 20, to the 10, he is taking it into the end zone for a touchdown. Still caught down the line, and it's in a line drive right down the line. Running catch by Jolly. Field finds Henry, turns, shoots, hits it from the corner, the fading three.
Thank you. And we welcome you back to Puckett Fieldhouse in Fayette, Missouri, where the Central Methodist University Eagles are taking on the Culver-Stockton College Wildcats. I'm Ryan Shapiro. The Eagles took the first set 25-19. They lead the match 1-0. It was a dominant performance overall from the big three hitters for the Eagles. Martina Gonzalo, Joanna Milieu, and Haley Dreyer were everywhere in that first set, offensively and defensively, as Mariah Bostic-Jones starts us off right into the net for a service error. And it's 1-0. The Wildcats lead it. Victoria Pollard back to serve now for the Wildcats. She's going to float this one. Martine's trouble with it. And it's going to bounce off a couple Eagles, and it's 2-0 Wildcats. Stat to know. The Eagles have yet to lose a match when they've won a set. Or they haven't lost a match when they won a set. They have only gotten swept when they lose, as they win this last point off a little bit of trouble from the Wildcats side. As Joanna Milieu back to serve. And right into the net. That one goes 3-1. 2 service errors already for the Eagles in this set. Gracie George back to serve. Floats this one over Milieu there. Bostic-Jones, the set all the way across to the other side for Arauzu. Valeris there, though. Bloom. Back set. Tipped over by Irvin. And no Eagles there. 4-1 now. Wildcats. George once again getting ready to serve. Sends this one over. Milieu there. Bostic-Jones, a quick set to Dreyer. She gets the kill. Seems that's what the Eagles go for whenever they're in a bit of a rut. It's just a quick set to Haley Dreyer. And for good reason. She's got one of the best hitting percentages on the team at .321 entering the night. Had 76 kills entering tonight as well. Wildcats receive. Bloom, the set to Hopgood. That one just a bit long. 4-3 now. Eagles still trailing. Isabella Coelho back to serve. Eagles looking to tie it up early in set 2. Valeris, trouble with that one. Bloom, the back set to Irvin, stuffed at the net. Sent right over and out of bounds. 4-4 now. Eagles on a 3-0 scoring run. Coelho once again back to serve. Floats it over. Bloom to Irvin. And that one's going to go a little bit too far. Cross court and out of bounds. 5-4 now. The Eagles have the lead. On a 4-0 scoring run. Coelho serves. Valeris receives. Bloom to Pollard. That one lands on the right end line. Knotted at 5. Lael Temple back to serve. Floats that one just long and out of bounds. 6-5 now. Eagles back in front on the service error. Ticia Berea and Ramsey Spinks will check in. Spinks will go back to serve. Spinks flies this one over. Balearis there. Set to Deline, and into the net she goes. No, into the net pole and out of bounds, so 7-5. Spinks back to serve. Sends this one over. Balearis there. Set to Pollard. Martins there, though. Spinks over to Arauzu. She gets the kill. 8-5 now. Eagles lead it. There's a quick jump for the Wildcats, up 4-1 early. It's been a 7-1 run now for the Eagles as they lead this one 8-5. Spinks sends it over once again. That one just a tad bit out. So a good eye there from Balearis. Spinks sent it a little bit too far across court. 8-6 now. Excuse me, Layla Lojas is the one watching that, and she's back to serve now. Martins there. Spinks to Arauzu. That one too far, out of bounds. And back within one are the Wildcats. It's been a set of runs so far. Lojas back to serve. Sends that one over. Martins there. Spinks. Bump set. Free balled. Over by Berea. Lojas there. The quick set. Hopgood there just in time. The block attempt from Haig kept that alive. Baez there. And Deline not going to get it done there. Bumped into the net. Kept alive. Potentially 4 not going to be called. And stalked at the net. Summer Hake ends this point with authority. 9-7 Eagles in set 2. Luciana Arauzu back to serve. Sends that one short, scrapes over the net. Baez there to keep it alive. Parkwood sends it over. Milieu, Hake, after the block, kept it alive with their elbow that time. Frees that one over. Baez there. The back set. Deline tipped over. Berea to Spinks. Milieu able to get the kill after a little bit of trouble from the Wildcats end. And 2 big-time points for the Eagles makes it 10-7. Arauzu sends it over. Baez there. Pollard blocked at the net, lands on the Eagles' side. (10-8) now. Lauren Farish will check into the game for the Eagles. J.C. Baez back to serve. Received by Milieu. Spinks back set to Berea. She gets the kill. 11-8 now. Eagles lead. Set number 2. Eagles took the first set, looking to take the second. Martins sends it over. Received by Lojas. Back set. Up the middle. Martins there. Farish. Bump. Martins sends this one over. Baez there. Set. Pollard not able to get that one done. Spinks to Martins to Berea. Kept alive. Spinks. Martins. Milieu. Blocked at the net. Pancaked. And unable to keep the point alive. looked like they had an opportunity, did the Wildcats, and they were unable to get it over the net. Michaela Zemansky and Baez were both there. Martin sends it over. Lojas there. Back set to Deline. Sends it far across court and out of bounds. 13-8 now. Eagles slowly running away. And into the net goes that one. 9-13 now. Eagles still up. A couple of substitutions now for the Wildcats. Lauren Bloom will check in, and Zoe Irvin will check in. Bloom will go to serve. Sends a line drive over, and Farish just under the arm. Ball goes just under her outstretched arms. And it's an ace for Lauren Bloom. 13-10 now. Bloom sends it over. Milieu there. Spinning straight to Dreyer and into the net. Or into a pair of blockers. Goes her attack. It's 11-13 now. And into the net goes Bloom's serve. So after a service ace on her run, she ends it with the service error. It's 14-11 now. Mariah Bostic-Jones will check in. And Martina Gonzato will check in as well for the Eagles. Bostic-Jones floats this one over. Baez there. Irving keeps it alive. Sent over. Bostic-Jones there. Milieu straight into a pair of blockers. Kept alive by Dreyer. Free balled over. Baez there. Bloom to Irvin. Blocked at the net. Farish lays out for it. Bostic-Jones to Milieu. And nearly kept alive off the ricochet, but no. 16-11 Eagles. 15-11 Eagles. Bostic-Jones sends it over. Baez there. Bloom to Zemansky. Not going to get the job done on the tip. Bostic-Jones to Gonzato into a pair of blockers, but it lands on the Wildcats side, 16-11. Eagles have been up by 5 a couple of times in this set. Can they push further? Pollard receives. Bloom, the back set to Pollard. Farish there, though. Bostic-Jones, the quick set to Dreyer, and she sends it too far, and it goes out of bounds. 12-16. Wildcats staying in the rearview mirror. Victoria Pollard back to serve. Sends it over. Joanna Milieu there. Bostic-Jones, the set, back to Milieu. Irvin sends it right back over. Milieu to Martins, free balled over. Baez there. Zemansky to Lojas, not going to get the job done. Martins, Bostic-Jones, and just unable to get that one over. The set was too tight for Milieu, and it's 16-13 now. Victoria Pollard once again back to serve. Wildcats trailing by 3. Trail 1-0 in the sets. Floats it over. Farish there. Bostic-Jones. The bump set to Gonzato. Blocked at the net. There is Pollard. Bloom to Lojas. And kept alive on the ricochet. Zoe Irving gets the kill. After Haley Dreyer was just barely unable to get that one and keep it alive for her team. 16-14. And right back in it are the Wildcats. Once again, Pollard sends that one over. Martins there. Bostic-Jones to Gonzato. Pushes it over. And Pollard unable to get there. 17-14. Eagles lead it now. Luciana Arauzu will check in for Lauren Farish. And back to serve will be Joanna Milieu. had a service error early on in this set, but went on a dominant run to end the first set. Fires that one over, and it lands just before the end line. 18-14 now. Central Methodist. Milieu once again. Another line drive, just a little bit too far to the left. A good eye there from Victoria Pollard. 18-15 now. Gracie George in to serve. Sends a line drive over. Martins there. Bosick Jones. Quick set to Gonzato. Hopgood there. Bloom. Bump set to Irvin. Has a little bit of trouble with that one. It goes right into the net. 19-15 now. Isabella Clario will check in. Eagles are 6 points away from taking a 2-set lead. Floats it over just a bit too far to the right. And once again, good eye from the Wildcats. It's another service error in this set for the Eagles. Still up by 3, though. Back to serve now is Lael Temple from Centennial, Colorado. Milieu receives. Bosick Jones back set to Gonzato, and Temple unable to pop that one up. 20-16. Eagles inching closer. Ramsey Spinks and Leticia Barea will check in for the Eagles. Spinks back to serve now. Went on a bit of a run earlier. Can she do it again? Floats it over. Baez there. Temple, the back set to Lojas. Not going to do that, though. Barea frees that one over. Baez there. Stuffed at the net is Hopgood. Looks like it was Summer Hake and Luciana Arauzu on the combo. Received. And kept alive by the Eagles. And no, it wasn't on the lift, so 21-18 now. 21-17 now. Layla Lojas back to serve for the Wildcats, trailing by 4. Sends a line drive over. Milieu there. Spinks the quick set to Hake. Lojas there, though. Temple the set to Pollard and stuffed at the net by Barea. 22-17. Eagles need 3 points and a timeout called by Culver-Stockton. We are going to take a quick break. You are listening to the And we welcome you back to Fayette, Missouri, where the Central Methodist Eagles women's volleyball are taking on the Culver-Stockton College Wildcats volleyball. Eagles lead at 22-17. Took the first set 1-0. I'm Ryan Chaparro. We are just about to get underway. Luciana Arauzu back to serve for the Eagles. Floats it over. Received by Lojas. Temple the back set, and Deline the tip over, and no one there for the Eagles. 22-18. J.C. Baez goes back to serve. Lauren Farish will check in for Arauzu. Baez sends a line drive over. Joanna Milieu there. Quick set to Hake, and kept alive by Temple. Baez sends that ball the wrong way. It's out of bounds. 23-18 now. Victoria Martins. Back to serve. Floats it over. Temple, the quick set to Zemansky, and she gets the kill. 23-19. Back and forth they go, but the Wildcats can't win at this pace. Back to serve is Lauren Bloom. Senior out of Rochester, Illinois. Sends it over. Joanna Milieu there. Spinks the back set to Berea. Spinks right there after the block, though. Berea pushes that one. Irvin there. Bloom, the bump set to Pollard. Martins there. Spinks to Milieu, and tipped out of bounds. So 24-19, Eagles lead it. Mariah Bostic-Jones and Martina Gonzalo will check in for the Eagles. Bostic-Jones will go back to serve. 5 set points to work with. Floated over. Pollard there. Bloom, the set. And nothing doing there that time. Martins to Milieu. Baez right there, though. Bloom, the set to Lojas, and off the hands of Farish. So the Wildcats stay alive in set number 2. Victoria Pollard back to serve once again. Wildcats trail by 4. Eagles need one. Farish there. Bostic-Jones, a quick set to Dreyer. Farish once again there after the block. Gonzalo tips it over, and Baez not there. Eagles take set 2, 25-20. You're listening to the Hart Conference Network. We will be right back for set 3.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life. He's to the 45, cuts across midfield, up the right sideline, stumbles, breaks the tackle. He's to the 20, to the 10. He is taking it into the end zone for a touchdown. Field caught down the line, and it's in a line drive right down the line. Running catch by Jolly. Field finds Henry, turns, shoots, hits it from the corner. The fading three.
Back in Puckett Fieldhouse in Fayette, Missouri, the Central Methodist Eagles lead 2-0 over the Culver-Stockton College Wildcats. I'm Ryan Chaparro. We welcome you back for set number 3. Eagles looking to improve to 11-4 and get their second home win on the season and get to above 500 in conference play. Meanwhile, the Culver-Stockton College Wildcats looking for a comeback win here today. Get some confidence heading into the later parts of the season. So we are just moments away from set 3. Eagles are looking to get out of here with a sweep. Wildcats trying to stay alive. Lauren Bloom back to serve, sends that one into the net. And the Eagles off to a 1-0 start in set 3. So coming in for the Eagles will be Kendra Collier, the sophomore from Columbia, Missouri. Back to serve be Lauren Coelho. Pollard there, Lauren Bloom, the set there to Zemansky, and she's going to get the kill, 1-1. Wildcats draw even. It's back to serve is Victoria Pollard. Sends it over. Martins there, Bostic Jones to Martina Gonzato, and a laser gets sent the wrong way on the Wildcats side. The Eagles have a 2-1 lead. Ramsey Spinks will check in, and Riley Courtcamp, the sophomore out of St. Peters, Missouri, will also check in. Spinks will go back to serve. The freshman from Scott City, Missouri. Sends it over. Baez receives. Bloom, the back set to Irvin, tips it over. And Martins pancakes. Kept alive by the Eagles. Free balled over. Bloom, the set to Lojas. Not going to do it. Milieu there. Spinks. Arauzu cross court and in. 3-1 Eagles. Back to serve now is Ramsey Spinks once again. Sends it over. Pollard there. Bloom. The set to Lojas. And in between the hands of Kendra Collier on the block. Ricocheted off the right first and then maybe the left and lands in a very awkward position for the Eagles. 2-3 now. They still lead. Now for the Wildcats will be Gracie George to serve. The freshman from Gladewater, Texas. Sends a line drive, scrapes the net over. Milieu to Collier. Spinks there. Martins to Arauzu. Not going to do it, though. Free ball from Irvin. Martins. Spinks to Arauzu. Straight down. Right in front of Gracie George. It's a big-time kill for Arauzu. She'll go back to serve now. 4-2. Eagles lead. Luciana Arauzu out of Pedro Leopoldo, Brazil. Lojas receives. Bloom, free ball from Irvin. Collier there. Spinks, back set to court camp, and she's going to send that one a little bit too far across court. 4-3, Eagles still lead. Lauren Farish will check in for Luciana Arauzu. Lael Temple will check in. And Emma Deline will check in for the Wildcats. Temple serves, scrapes the net. Milieu there. Spinks the quick set to Collier. She's going to send it into a pair of blockers, but onto the Wildcat side. 5-3, Eagles lead. Victoria Martins back to serve. Straight into the net. That one goes 5-4. Two teams going back and forth here in set 3. Layla Lojas back to serve, the sophomore from Lima, Peru. Fires that one over into Lauren Farish's chest, and it's 5-5. Wildcats tie it up. Lojas serves once again. Martins there. Spinks tries to get a set, but it rolls off the net. And now 6-5, Eagles trailing. Wildcats trying to keep this match alive. Eagles looking for another sweep. Lojas once again. Line drive serve. Lauren Farish, trouble with that one. And Milieu goes running into the stands to try and save it, but to no avail. 7-5. Lojas sends it over. Farish, trouble with that one. Hopgood sends it down. Martins tries to keep it alive. 8-5 though. Wildcats in front here in set 3. They trail the match overall, though, 2-0. Arauzu will check back in for Farish. Farish had a really good set 2, struggling early in set 3 as Arauzu right there. Spinks the set to Milieu, not going to do it there. Baez, Temple, Pollard, and like a net violation there on, I believe, court camp. So 9-5 now. Wildcats still in front. Lojas once again serves. Milieu there. Martins right back to Milieu. Sends it too far out. And it's 10-5 now. Eagles trail. And a timeout from Coleman Lee, and we will take a break. You are listening. And back into Central Methodist University's Puckett Field House for set 3. Ranch Pyro, the Culver-Stockton Wildcats currently leading the Central Methodist Eagles 10-5 here in set 3. Overall, Eagles lead 2-0 The set's Adauzu. Quick set there to Spinks, who gets it over to Dreyer and gets the kill, 10-6. Out of the timeout, another quick kill from Dreyer. Always there when the Eagles need her. Now the big three up front for the Eagles. Milieu, Gonzato, and Dreyer, as Pollard sends that one over and it goes right in. 11-6 now. Wildcats continue to pull away. Keeping the Eagles a little bit further than arm's distance. Baez sends this one over. Milieu there. Bostic Jones, the quick set to Dreyer, and again, Dreyer right there. Joanna Milieu back to serve. 7-11 is our score. Eagles trailing. Lojas there. Temple, the back set to Deline, and that one goes too far, and it's 8-11 now. Milieu, once again, sends it over. Lojas to Temple. Pollard there. Milieu right there, though. Bostic Jones. And a kill there for Martina Gonzato, and it's 11-9 now. Eagles still trailing. But soaring right back. Milieu floats that one. Pollard there, though. Temple to Deline, frees that one over. Martins to Bostic Jones, kept alive by the Wildcats. Gonzato there. Bostic Jones back set to Milieu, and unable to handle that one is Lojas, and it's 10-11 now. Once again, Milieu back to serve. 4-0 scoring run for the Eagles. Line drive, Lojas there. Temple to Pollard. Right there, though, is Gonzato. Bostic Jones, the set. Back to Gonzato. Dug out there by the Wildcats. Baez, Pollard, free balls that one over. Martins to Bostic Jones, into the hands of the blockers, but onto the Wildcats' side. It's 11-all. Once again, Milieu back. Lojas there. Temple lays out to keep it alive. Lojas free balls it over. Martins. Bostic Jones back set to Adauzu, and she gets the kill. 12-11. Eagles now in front on a 6-0 scoring run. Looking to pull even further away. Milieu, a little bit of trouble on her serve there as Baez receives. Temple. Eagles keep it alive. Adauzu, Baez. And out on the Wildcats, 13-11 now. Eagles up by 2. So from down by 5 to up by 2, just like that. Milieu. Back to serve once again. Lojas there to receive. Blocked at the net by the Eagles. And kept alive there by Dreyer. Bostic Jones to Gonzato, and looked like Zemansky blocked that one out of bounds. So an 8-0 scoring run for the Eagles. Not only getting back into this game, but pulling in front by 3 now. And that serve just a little bit long, so it ends an 8-0 scoring run. But the Eagles are now in front for the first time since early in the set, as Lauren Bloom is back to serve. for the Wildcats. Martins receives. Bostic Jones to Adauzu, and unable to get there is Lojas. 15-12 Eagles, and Adauzu is having herself a set right now. Kendra Collier will check in, and so will Isabella Coelho. Coelho serves. Pollard there. Bloom to Zemansky, not going to do it. Bostic Jones to Coelho to Gonzato, and into a pair of blockers, but no one's there to receive it on the Wildcats side. 16-12. Zemansky and Pollard get it done up front, but no one else there. Eagles now 9 points away from sweeping the Wildcats. Coelho sends this one over. Pollard there. Bloom, a quick set over. Coelho, Gonzato was there for it, but no one else on the top Eagles side was ready for it. 16-13. Victoria Pollard sends it over. Adauzu there. Bostic Jones, the back set, and a huge kill for Martina Gonzato. 17-13. Coming in now is Leticia Barea and Ramsey Spinks for the Eagles. Spinks will go back to serve. 8 points now for the Eagles is all they need to end this match. And Spinks sends it over. Baez there. Bloom. And a push over there, and I believe from Irvin, and after the pancake there from Martins, no one on the Eagles side was able to get the ball. So 17-14 now. Gracie George back to serve. Wildcats trail by 3. Trying to keep this match alive. Milieu receives. Spinks the back set to Adauzu. Into the hands of Lojas and Hopgood, but out of bounds on the Wildcats side. 18-14 now. Adauzu sends it over. Lojas receives. Bloom. And straight into a pair of blockers. It's Milieu and Collier. They'll combine. No, they won't. That one goes out of bounds. 18-15. So it'll be Wildcats serve. Lael Temple will serve. Sends it over. Martins there. Spinks sets to Collier, and she gets the kill this time. 6 more points for the Eagles, and they will have won the match. Victoria Martins. Once again, back to serve for the Eagles. They've gone on an 8-0 run this set. Just needing 6 points now. Pollard there. Temple to Hopgood, straight into a pair of blockers, though. Eagles not able to block that one. Martins lays out, and no one on the Wildcats side is able to get that one. 20-15. Off the Haley Dreyer kill. Pollard there. Temple, the set to Deline. Spinks. Martins. And Milieu gets the kill that time. Eagles now just 4 points away. Victoria Martins serves. Pollard there. Lael Temple back set to Layla Lojas. into the blockers, but on the Eagles side, 21-16 now. So still trailing right now are the Wildcats. Lojas sends it over. Farish there. Spinks over to Milieu into a pair of hands and out of bounds. 22-16 now. 3 points away are the Eagles. Mariah Bostic-Jones and Martina Gonzato will check in for the Eagles. Leticia Barea and Ramsey Spinks will go to the bench. Bostic-Jones sends that one over. Baez there. Temple to Hopgood. Bostic-Jones right there, though. Martins over to Martina Gonzato, and no one there for the Wildcats. 23-16. It was a good effort there from Layla Lojas of the Wildcats. But Temple unable to get there in time. Bostic-Jones sends this one over. Baez there. Temple to Pollard. Farish right there. She digs that one out. Bostic-Jones cross court to Gonzato. She's got that one in. 24-16. 8 set points to work with. Make that 8 match points to work with. Mariah Bostic-Jones is back to serve. Looking to end this match. Floats this one into the net. Goes the ball after Baez was unable to handle it. And a great serve from Bostic-Jones ends this one. The Eagles will take it 3-0. Thank you for listening to myself, Ryan Shapiro. Once again, the Central Methodist Eagles beat the Culver-Stockton College Wildcats 25-16. You've been listening to the Hart Conference Network.